Welcome to the latest Mango Report. We're teaching self-driving cars to survive in a world designed for humans. But what happens if we redesign the world for machines? This is a story about intelligence, civilization, and the world's next great transformation. Chapter 1. Imagine waking up one morning in the year 1895. You own the finest horse in town. Every road has been built for horses. Every stable is full. Blacksmiths line every street. Inns advertise fresh hay. Entire businesses exist to feed, shelter, and repair horses. Then one day a strange machine appears. It coughs. It rattles. It scares every human and animal it passes. People laugh. It will never replace the horse. And honestly, they were right. Not because the machine couldn't improve, but because the world wasn't built for it. The roads were dirt. There were no gas stations. No traffic lights. No mechanics. No highways. No parking lots. The automobile wasn't simply competing against horses. It was competing against an entire civilization designed around horses. Yet history played a trick. Humanity didn't spend the next 100 years trying to make cars behave more like horses. Instead, we rebuilt the world. Highways stretched across continents. Cities expanded outward. Bridges became wider. Traffic signals appeared. Parking garages rose into the sky. Gas stations dotted every corner. Even our shopping centers moved farther away, because now distance meant something different. The automobile didn't merely replace the horse. It redesigned civilization. And almost no one noticed while it was happening. Because change never feels revolutionary from the inside. Chapter 2. Now fast forward to today. We are watching another strange machine stumble into the world. Only this time, it doesn't have wheels. It has algorithms. We call it artificial intelligence. And nowhere is our expectation more obvious than with self-driving cars. Think about what we're asking them to do. Drive through the rain. Interpret faded lane markings. Understand construction work and workers with orange roadblocks. Predict children chasing soccer balls. Read temporary signs. Avoid distracted drivers texting behind the wheel. Navigate roads that were never designed with machines in mind. It's almost absurd. Imagine if, in 1905, we had declared, we refuse to pave roads. The automobile must simply learn to survive mud, wagon ruts, and wandering livestock. Yet that is almost exactly what we're asking self-driving cars to do today. We expect the machine to become infinitely intelligent, so the world can remain exactly the same. Chapter 3. But what if we've been asking the wrong question? Instead of asking, how smart must the car become? Perhaps we should ask, how intelligent can the road become? It's a subtle difference. Yet it changes everything. Imagine roads that communicate. Intersections that announce approaching pedestrians. Traffic lights that communicates with vehicles instead of merely changing color. Roadways embedded with sensors. Dedicated autonomous lanes. Cities that quietly assist every machine moving through them. Suddenly the problem changes. The car no longer carries the entire burden of intelligence. The environment begins sharing the work. This reveals something much deeper. Perhaps intelligence has never lived entirely inside the mind. Perhaps intelligence has always been distributed. Humans understand this instinctively. We don't memorize every direction. We build maps. We don't remember every appointment. We create calendars. We don't calculate every number or remember every idea. We invented writing, mathematics, libraries, and computers. The smartphone in your pocket is not evidence that you've become less intelligent. It's evidence that intelligence has expanded beyond your skull. Civilization itself is externalized thinking. Every invention is memory placed into the environment. Every road sign is shared knowledge. Every traffic light is outsourced judgment. Every bridge is frozen engineering. Every city is accumulated intelligence made physical. Perhaps civilization has always been one giant brain. This idea appears again and again throughout history. Beavers don't become smarter swimmers. They build dams. Birds don't evolve stronger wings to survive every storm. Many build nests. Ants don't give each individual extraordinary intelligence. They create colonies. Even humans. Perhaps our greatest evolutionary advantage was never the brain alone. It was our ability to reshape the environment. We built villages, then cities, then nations, then the internet. Each generation inherited intelligence embedded by the previous one. The environment became our teacher. Chapter 4. Now imagine two futures. In the first, AI becomes unimaginably sophisticated. It learns to navigate every human mistake, every confusing intersection, every reckless driver, every unpredictable situation. The machine adapts endlessly. In the second future, cities quietly transform. Roads become intelligent. Infrastructure communicates. Vehicles cooperate. Humans and machines share the same information. The environment itself becomes intelligent. Which future seems easier? History suggests something surprising. Technology rarely wins alone. Infrastructure always follows. Electricity required power grids. Airplanes required airports. The internet required fiber optics. Streaming required massive data centers. Smartphones required cellular networks. The automobile required highways. Every revolutionary technology eventually reshapes the landscape around it. AI may prove no different. Chapter 5. Perhaps this extends far beyond transportation. What if schools become intelligent? Hospitals? Factories? Homes? Entire cities? Imagine entering a building that already understands where people naturally gather. Imagine emergency systems coordinating before humans even notice danger. Imagine energy grids balancing themselves. Imagine architecture designed not just for people, but for collaboration between humans and artificial intelligence. At that point, the intelligence isn't only inside the machine. It's woven into civilization itself. Chapter 6. There's an even deeper philosophical question hiding underneath all of this. When we marvel at human intelligence, how much of it truly belongs to us? If you drop the world's greatest engineer into an empty wilderness with no language, no books, no tools, no roads, no electricity, no accumulated knowledge, how intelligent would they appear? Our genius has always depended on the invisible scaffolding built by generations before us. Perhaps intelligence is never solitary. Perhaps it is always ecological. A relationship between mind and world. Between thinker and environment. Between possibility and structure. Chapter 7. Maybe that's why self-driving cars feel so difficult. Not because AI is failing, but because civilization hasn't finished evolving. We're asking tomorrow's technology to survive inside yesterday's infrastructure. History whispers that this never lasts. Eventually, the world changes too. Chapter 8. One day, future generations may laugh at our debate. They may wonder why we expected cars to interpret faded paint on asphalt instead of simply building roads that could communicate. Just as we smile at photographs of muddy horse trails from the 19th century, progress often looks obvious only in hindsight. Perhaps the real revolution of artificial intelligence isn't that machines will become more human. Perhaps the greater revolution is that our world will become more intelligent. And when that happens, the question will no longer be, can the car drive itself? Instead, it will be, what happens when the entire civilization begins helping it drive? Because maybe, just maybe, the future isn't about building smarter machines. It's about building a smarter world. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Give us a like. Share your thoughts below. This is the Mango Report.